lost my father at the age of 4.5. And I lost my mother to a disease and illness when I was 6 years old. So it was kind of tough growing up in foster homes and feeling like I was an outcast. So I had a lot of anger issues. Because I was wrongfully convicted and served 7 years in prison for a crime that I did not commit. And while I was in prison, I went to the mental health department and sought treatment in prison for being in prison. But you know, that situation there turned out to be a positive in my life, because while I did that 7 years, I got saved. I also got ordained before I left, and I'm a minister now. All over through the years, I probably believed that I needed help. And after I went through the assessment process, they decided that they wanted to help me, and I accepted the help. What I later was diagnosed with, anxiety, depression, and I was having insomnia problems. Right now I'm employed at a blow mold injection plastics company in North Canton, and I live here in the city of Canton. So I leave my house at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't get back in home till 2 a.m. in the morning. And I went and picked up my check Friday and noticed the 50-cent raise was on there that I hadn't even been told about. So it was encouraging me to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm staying focused on living life the right way. Coleman Behavioral has very much enlightened me on some things that I never knew about myself. My counselor, the psychiatrist that I met with, my case manager, they are very, very caring, loving people. And they helped me so much to realize that there are people in this world that are willing to help. And they're not there to hurt you, they're there to help you move on in life, get you through any struggles in life. And I mean, they helped me with so much that I could never give back.
It was my high school friend, her husband, and I don't know what possessed him to do this, but he almost killed me in the process. My emotions went from being totally angry to being really sad and depressed and like isolating in my apartments. And I started looking around, calling different places, and I got an appointment at Coleman, and I went in. I mean, they got me in pretty quick, so I was excited about that. I feel I'm doing really well on the meds now. It took a long time to get the right meds together, because you go from one med to the other to another, try and find which one will work for you. I was in STNA for 16.5 years. When I finally broke down, I figured, well, maybe I need to get out of that type of work, because it was like really, really stressful. And like now at Walsh College, working as a dishwasher in their cafeteria. I don't know, I get a real confidence in working, and I like to work. You know, I have a routine, I have what I do, I can make money, you know, I'm making money, and I think that's great. I'm excited, really excited that I'm working and I'm volunteering and I'm doing all these different things, and I'm okay. My body's letting me do this. Coleman has given me the ability to do for myself, to you know, feel good and to be able to work, and I'm very, very happy about that.
I lost both my parents early, my mother when I was 5 and my dad when I was 12, who was an alcoholic. I went from foster home to, I kind of bounced around a lot. For some reason, I turned to drinking and spent years and years and years as an addict. And I was suicidal. That's where I recognized I did have some kind of disability. I sustained myself pretty well. I have my ups and downs. I'm diagnosed bipolar. Some days are good, some days are bad. I see a doctor every 3 months. I see a nurse every 6 weeks. I see Christy at least once every 2 weeks, sometimes more often than that. And we have a great rapport. And we all often spend our time through treatment and talking. And at the end of our session, we're all like, "Did you watch The Bachelor last night?" You know, we can still have fun with it, that we're also, you know, friends and just two people, not just case manager and client. Well, the job that I have now is I work as a bartender / server at a gourmet grilled cheese shop. I feel good about that too, that I'm part of the restaurant family too. You know, I'm just not an employee. Coleman has given me confidence. Coleman has given me the education to know the right things to do and the best way to do them, how to handle situations. And I appreciate all the help I get from Coleman.
My mom, she got remarried after she met my stepdad. They had 2 kids together, my brother John and my sister Grace. He was very abusive to me when I was young. My stepdad, he would throw me down the stairs. It caused my head to crack open twice. He said he was going to kill me. And he stuck a gun down my throat. My uncle tried to put me in the room, but I came back out and I seen my stepdad shoot my uncle at the age of 5. And a very traumatic thing to see. We were then taken and put in the foster care. I thought the foster home was going to be better than my biological home, but it wasn't. It was about as abusive as my stepfather and my mother were to me and my siblings. Somebody had finally said something and seen the bruises and marks. I was 7. We were put into what's called an emergency home because there was nowhere else to put us. I was scared because I knew something was wrong. I knew that even though nobody would say it, there was something there. There was an outlying factor. I was by myself. And that's when the thoughts of cutting myself and committing suicide and stuff like that really started to creep into my mind. I was on the 7th floor of the dorm room building, ready to jump out the window when somebody stopped me. I was then sent to Akron Children's Hospital, where they diagnosed me with depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. I didn't have anywhere to go, and I mean couch surfing, because I was homeless. I didn't want to go to a homeless shelter, so I would sleep at a friend's for this many days, and then I go to this person's house, sleep there for this many days. That's when I started to work with Coleman, and I started to meet some new people. When I started at Coleman, I had a counselor, a job coach, a doctor, and a case manager. but I really wasn't listening to what they were saying at the time. I was on the medication that they prescribed, but I was also going behind and taking prescription pills. I moved into basic accommodations in downtown Canton. And basically they have staff here all the time, so you can talk to them, and they're staffed through Coleman, so they understand how to deal with certain situations. I'm thankful for Coleman. I'm thankful for the Coleman staff down here at Basic who have helped me learn to cook, helped me learn to keep my room clean, and done better things for me than most people would understand that a place like this would do. I see Basic as a place right now that I can call home, a place that when I need to be by myself, I can be by myself, a place that there's no judgment behind what's going on. There's no judgment behind what we do. You can never give up, because even though it feels like you're losing the fight in the 6th round, you still got 9 more rounds to go, and to keep fighting, because you can't give up on your life that easily.